Get ready guys, 10 seconds to go. 5. Sir, I am glad to move this motion, and still more so because the prospect of having the assistance of members of both houses while dealing with this bill in the select committee is quite satisfying and promising. Under the normal rules, it is not usual to have such a joint select committee to deal with this and an allied bill, which I hope I shall have the opportunity of moving for consideration soon in this House. The bill as it is sufficiently voluminous, but its volume does not in any way indicate anything controversial about it. It is a straightforward bill. It goes into details and embodies a complete scheme in its provisions. It has more than 500 clauses and 10 appendices. The bill proposes to set up a municipal corporation for Delhi. This idea of a corporation for Delhi has been engaging the minds of the people of Delhi and those interested in its administration for a pretty long time. The first attempt to set up a corporation was made when a bill was framed sometime in 1947. According to that bill, only some of the civil areas of Delhi were to be included within the area to be administered by the corporation. The areas that are administered by other local bodies in Delhi state, such as Shadra, notified area and others, were to be left out, but this bill now goes much farther. The entire civil area of the Delhi state, whether urban or rural, except the cantonment area and part of New Delhi, is to come within the scope of this bill. Delhi has suffered from a multiplicity of authorities. We have the Electricity Board, the Transport Board, the Sewage and Water Board, and some other similar bodies. Now, the functions that are entrusted to these bodies will all be discharged by the corporation. So, the corporation will have a very important place in the civic life of Delhi. In fact, it will be discharging the most vital functions with which the everyday life of every citizen is intimately connected. On the satisfactory and efficient discharge of its duties by the corporation will depend to a large extent the comfort of the people of Delhi. Water, light and other needs without which life is not at all possible will now have to be provided by this corporation. The corporation will consist of 80 members and these 80 will elect 6 aldermen. The 80 members will be elected by all adult residents of the area comprising the corporation. The electoral roll which had been framed or which may hereafter be framed for elections to the Lok Sabha will also serve as the roll for election to the corporation. So it will be broad based on the suffrage of the entire adult population of Delhi. Besides, as I just said, it will also have the opportunity of electing 6 aldermen so that those who do not want to stand for election or who, because of their experience of public life, of their reputation, public spirit and the like, are considered to be particularly desirable for the efficient discharge of the duties by the corporation will thus be elected by the corporation itself. This is not now embodied in the corporation bill, but I propose to move an amendment to that effect in the select committee. I have just said that this corporation will also discharge all duties relating to electricity, water supply, transport, sewage, drainage, etc. Even in the Bombay Corporation, the generation of electricity does not come within the purview of the corporation. Although our own bill is modelled on the pattern of the Bombay Corporation, we have tried to liberalize it in certain respects. The corporation will have a mayor, and we provide that under the rules, if it is so decided, the mayor may be given housing and transport facilities too. The members too may, if such rules are framed and approved by the House, be allowed to draw some allowance for attending the meetings. As our public life is growing richer and all classes, howsoever poor, are coming forward to serve the community with devotion, it becomes necessary to make some provision of this type so that no one may be deterred because of his poverty and lack of resources from placing his talents and experience at the disposal of the community. So we have made that provision too. I understand that in Bombay also there is some such move for making provision for the members of the corporation. The corporation will, besides the mayor, have a deputy mayor and a general manager for transport, drainage and sewage and water supply. Besides these, many other functionaries will have to be appointed. The bill provides that all persons drawing a salary of rupees 350 or more will be appointed in consultation with the Public Service Commission, so that the controversies that are sometimes noticed in local bodies over appointments will be avoided.